We're back.
We're back again.
We are doing our February recap. Books we read, books we loved,
Yes.
and books we recommend.
Absolutely. Let's dive in.
You go first. You did more than me. So,
if you want to see my reviews, all my reviews are on Instagram or on my blog, Jenna's Just Reading. Total book count for February, 11 books.
Mine was 5. 4.5 because I did DNF one. We'll get to that.
I will talk about one series by author Tony Blinns, Contracts and Cats, and then Keeper and Kindred. Were so good. It's like a cozy fantasy. She's in like this magical coffee shop, and there's a cat, and the cat talks. And then Lorelai, who is 7, listened to it with me, and she loved it. It's so clean and cozy. And then there's a baby book dragon who's purple and indigo, and there's a little mystery to it, but it's just so cozy. I loved it. So I'm trying to get in touch with the author, Tony Blinns, to see if she'll come on so I can interview her. So if anyone knows how to get in touch with her, let me know. Conform. I think I'm kind of in a dual dystopian and cozy. I loved it. It was so good, so action-packed. And I just kept thinking about it and wanting to dive back in. And speaking of dystopian, I finished the month with The Will of the Money, and I hit all my tabs. I couldn't put it down. I loved it. So Conform by Ariel Sullivan, The Will of the Money by James Islington.
I'm jumping in.
Okay.
I'm feeling guilty. I'm going to finish it. We have book club on Sunday. 5 hours left. So like totally doable.
You can do it.
She ate this thing up. She loved it so much. And we were last Sunday, she's like, what are you not liking about it? It's so action-packed. And I was like, what action? Nothing has happened. How do you read the same book and have absolutely totally different perspectives? He has told me, have faith, like it gets wild in part 3. So
yes, but I mean, I think this is a difference between high fantasy and romantasy, because one of the things you kept saying is like, I feel like this was written for boys. Lord Rings, Narnia, Tolkien, written by men, high fantasy, less on relationships, but different than how women would do it. And they're some of the best books ever. So I think
one other thing too, I'm going to brag about you. So obviously it's fantasy. They just, all fantasy names have too many vowels. No one knows how to say them. Yeah. And I was saying like, oh, I'm so confused. The names and the places and the levels and hierarchy and blah, blah, blah. And she's like, they're not confusing. They're like based in Latin. I'm like, I speak Latin. Although she speaks many languages. And I was like, well, I'm just dumb.
No, but I would have been easier if they were named like Bob or Ted or like
like 1 or 2 normal names would have been great.
Right.
Anyway,
so I needed to look at them and hear them, so I did a combo of audio and reading. Still Life by Louise Penny.
It's so pretty.
Look at that, it's so pretty. Special edition. I think I got it at like Books A Million or something. It's hard for me in like mystery thrillers because I always kind of have it figured out early on. And I had this one figured out real early on. And I did get a little annoyed with one of the quote unquote side characters who was start out the book. I think, oh, she's going to be really a main character with the main detective, Inspector Gamache. But then she was just so unlikable. And like, what was her purpose in the book? I didn't get that. So will I read more Louise Penny? I don't know. If they make them pretty like this, I probably will. But book I want to talk about, and I did a full review on Jenna's Just Reading about this, but The Sun and the Star Maker, like a new fairy tale. And this edition is beautiful. And this is just one you can order on Amazon, and it's so gorgeous. But the story was well written. The characters, it's whimsical, and just, I loved it. Kind of restores your hope in the world and in people. And think about it. Like, look what it says on the back. There was once a village so far north that most considered it the top of the world. And in that village, the sun fell in love with her star maker. I mean, cute. Go get it. We'll put links below.
I started off February with Two Can Play by Ali Hazelwood. I've said it before. I'll say it again. I will read everything that she writes. But this was so refreshing. These two work at separate kind of indie game developing companies, and they are tasked by a franchise to do a 3rd series based on a book. Well, they get sent to basically go on like a retreat together, both teams, and like some cabin in the woods to like see, can we get along? Like, can the teams get along? Because like they're kind of down with sabotaging each other. Project is really personally important to her because she read these books that the game is based off with her father. And she's like, I'm going to get my team on board. And he's like, I'm going to get my team on board. And it's great. I mean, it takes place over a weekend. You can read it in a weekend. Delightful. I loved it. This is my half a book I read. Well, I read more than a half. And I gave it like a full effort. I don't know if this is going to pick up on all the tabs. I was paying attention. I was into it. And then I absolutely crashed out. And if you want to see me absolutely lose my mind over this book, you can look on our Instagram account.
She did in the middle of the night. She's like,
I can't do another page. So I DNF'd Brimstone.
Which she's like texting me, do I have to read it? Do I have to finish?
I was like, and no. Again, I had all this pressure because like book club was the next or whatever.
And didn't you pick this book for book club?
I should never be allowed to pick books. So the last like 3 picks that I've picked for book club, I have not liked. Okay, so yeah, send it. Reread for me. This is Once a Runner. This is about a fictional runner. It does reference like a lot of real people, a lot of real Olympians and a lot of real locations, a lot of real races. It was kind of a wild ride for me to reread this. Honestly, a little worried about myself and my own mental health rereading it because I went to the University of Oregon. I dated and married a college and then professional runner. Cassidy is the name of the character in the book. And he gets a girlfriend by the name of Adrian. Reading their story and him being kind of obsessive compulsive, because to be an Olympic level athlete, especially in an individual sport, you have to be selfish, and you have to be almost a little bit psycho, like, because it's so elite. And for each individual race, 3 Americans get to go to the Olympics. Qualifying is extremely difficult. You're constantly up against injuries and, at the same time, you're trying to go to school. Obviously, I was not the athlete, but I was in that world. And there's a scene in the book where Adrian, they're like asleep, and she's freaking out because it's from her point of view, because she's like, the bed is rocking. His heartbeat was beating so hard in his sleep that it was like shaking the bed, and she was freaking out. So many elements of her perspective, her points of view in the book were like, that was my experience. It is an excellent book. My brother is also a collegiate runner. But I had a really good time while I was reading it, like talking to him and being like, wait a damn minute. How many miles a week did you run? Because that's the one thing that I think is absolutely ridiculous in here is like the number of miles that he obsessively tracks for a miler. Ridiculous. In conclusion, I did enjoy rereading Once a Runner. Okay, last but not least,
she's been talking.
Alison Feeney's My Husband's Wife. It's a thriller. I have high expectations for thrillers because they always piss me off at the end if the ending is dumb.
She tabbed these.
Well, I was trying to solve that crime like Sherlock Holmes. So
did you solve it, Sherlock?
One piece of it. I was like, is that mathin'? I don't think it's math. Really great time with it. Read it super fast, and now you're gonna read it.
I'm gonna read it.
I need you to read it so that we can have a deep dive on.
Yes, I'm gonna. Hopefully, as I had this one figured out. We'll see. I've not read anything by Alice Feeney, so that's a wrap. What was your favorite book that you read in February?
Two Can Play.
Two Can Play.
Well, or this
one.
I don't know. They're totally different.
2 of my favorite books of the year have been this month. Conform and Will of the Many are just amazing. And last month I had 2 really that were neck and neck with The Bookbinder's Secret and The Faithful Dark.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I'm keeping track. See who's going to win in the end.
I like it.
So, all right. Well, happy reading, everyone.
Happy reading.